I'm going to show you my sacred space. When I did my room tour video a while back, a couple of you mentioned that, yeah, you wouldn't mind seeing a more detailed look at my sacred space, so I'm going to deliver today. But this is special, okay? This is really special because I typically don't talk religion or spirituality with people generally. I've always just found it to be something very personal and like kind of private. So this is special because I'm doing this today. So today we are going to get into the details of this, and as personal as it's pretty, and I do want to show it off, and I've worked hard on it, so it's a special thing to be able to showcase here today. I love that the sacred space is an individual's interpretation of what they think the space should be, using the tools and resources they have at their disposal. So everyone's is going to be different. And I love that it's almost like an artistic form of self-expression. I love seeing what other people's spaces look like, so why not put mine out there too, to add to this beautiful gallery of people's sacred spaces that are available to all of us thanks to the internet now. And with my sacred space, I don't even tend to say that I made it or I designed it, because it's really just a result, an amalgamation of things that I owned, things that I was given, things that I stumbled upon, things I could afford. So it's just a combination of my available resources, and then this is the outcome. So that's pretty cool. In this video, I'm not going to categorize or label myself in terms of my spirituality. I think what I do can be practiced universally. It can be applied to basically what anyone believes, I think. So I'm not going to get into all that, but I will say I love mysticism. I love ritual. I love creating an environment. I love working in partnership with my local environment. I love considering the phase of the moon and the positions of the planets. I just love the physical component to spirituality. A lot of people pray, and that's wonderful. It's beautiful. But a lot of prayer is all up here. It's in the mind. And personally, I love to involve the other senses and bring them all together to help focus my prayers. Adding the physical components to unite all the senses together really just enhances the experience. Like for me, it helps me focus better and really just take it more serious. And perhaps it even increases the potency of what you're doing. Who knows? So let's get on over there. Come on. So here it is. This is generally where I spend my time, mostly meditating or whatever else it is I think I need to do. And I'm just gonna show you the layout, show you some of these sacred items. This isn't everything, you know, I have special items throughout my house, but here, this is what lives here. I'm trying to be real, you know. Oh, speaking of being real, I forgot to like set the mood by lighting these candles. Alright, I guess we'll just start from the top. This is a cotton wreath made from local cotton, and I just really liked it, so I bought it, and turns out it looks great against this black wall. This star is something I made a couple of years ago. This is all with things that I found out in nature, except for that gold stone. Of course, that was from a pendulum and it fell off. So I just had a great time making this, and yeah, so it's still in my house. And then this ankh was gifted to me by my sister because I've always just been very fascinated with Hermeticism. Up here is a rose quartz heart. And this surface is usually where I'm putting like an offering or any kind of seasonal decoration. I don't really have anything up here right now but these wildflowers. I should have put more, but oh well. This is kind of my relic receptacle. This is where I like dump my trash temporarily. And let me tell you about this. I'm going to tell you about this right now. This is resin from a local pine tree that I found. I was reading a blog. It's the Druid's Garden. and they talked about harvesting local resin instead of buying it from a store or whatever, right? So I found some in a pine tree. This is just one of the biggest chunks of it. Oh, here's some more. I have a lot actually in this little jar. I harvested this. It was already crystallized when I got it, so it's just ready. It's ready to use, right? And then here is some of it that I ground recently in my mortar and pestle. It's so fragrant. I mean, it smells kind of flowery, kind of sweet. It's very light, and I just love it, and I'm so excited about that. So I just have that up here because I just think it's so pretty. I almost hate to grind it up. Okay, moving on. These are some of my crystals, and I tried to color code them as best I could just because it's fun. These are some of my most prized ones, or the ones that I thought were most colorful, so I placed those there. And this shelf I got at the thrift store for like $3, and it's the kind of thing I had been wanting to display my crystals in, so I was very lucky to find it. This is just driftwood from the best trip to the beach I ever had. This is a little smudge stick that I made with pine from when we went to Wyoming. Focus! It smells really good. It smells like a Christmas tree. And I don't know if I'll ever burn it because I don't know when I'm going back to Wyoming again. Anyway, and I have some white sage right here. I'm not really sure. I'm not really vibing with white sage. I don't know why, but I personally really, really love Palo Santo so much more. Oh my gosh. I keep some selenite around, so I've got that selenite pillar right there. And I also have this selenite globe, which kind of helps me when I'm grounding and centering to just envision that white light in a spherical form. The person who taught me to ground and center advises you to picture venturing to the middle of the earth in the white hot light. Maybe you know what that's all about, but so I kind of use that as a visual aid. Speaking of grounding and centering, I also like to use this hematite and just like focus on the weight of it, hold it in my hands while I'm trying to ground and center. So I keep that there. Okay, so next I got my left hand candle, I got my right hand candle. I actually made these candles, as you can tell it's so ugly, but the reason I've decided to use small candles now is because lots of times I'm meditating for only a few minutes at a time, and you know, candles burn weird if you don't let them burn for a while each session. So using smaller candles or skinnier candles is definitely the best for me right now. So that's why those are so small. I have a candle snuffer there. Oh, and I have this cord. I'll be honest, I don't know what its purpose is at this time. It has no purpose for me. But they're my high school graduation cords, so I already had it. All right, moving on. This glassware, so that, and these guys are all from Zach's grandmother. So instead of them sitting in a cabinet for all eternity, I'm using them, and I'm really excited about that. And this was a wedding registry gift. It's like a butter something, I don't know, I'm not classy. And so I've got dragon's blood here and frankincense. I think this is frankincense and myrrh right here. Okay, this tray I got from the thrift store for like $3. Sorry, it's really messy, but I'm keeping it real. This is my chalice. This is my thurible. And okay, like this guy, I got him at the thrift store. And at first I was like, this is ugly, but it'll do. And now I just love it. And I can't picture myself using anything else. It's pottery. I don't know, it might be handmade. Wait, I guess all pottery is handmade. But you know what I mean. It has the cute little lid, and then I keep decorative sand in there. I just started buying sand from Lowe's instead of that like colored sand. And yeah, I love this thing so much. This is my pinnacle that I just painted with like watercolor. This is my athame and my wand. My wand is actually hairpiece, like, and this is just the best I could do. There was no sticks outside that spoke to me. All right, and let's see, this is my bell, which also came from the thrift store. I got this from Amazon. That is so mystical, right? This is my tarot deck that my friend gave me for my birthday. And then this is the tarot deck that my sister gave to me. It's an Egyptian themed too, which is awesome. And then I keep it weighted down by this ankh that I got for myself at a metaphysical shop. So let's talk about this table here. This was an end table that we've just always had that didn't really have a purpose. We have had it since like college. And then these scarves were given to me by my mother-in-law, and she got them in Israel. So that's pretty cool. Let's see, is there anything I have forgotten? Oof. Okay, so we'll come over here. There's my lighter and my incense holder thingy, and then let me show you this box. Bree gave me this, and it's really cool because you can stick like an incense stick in there. You can burn things on this surface, and then inside I have all my Palo Santo. I have put silica gel in there. I don't even know if you need to, but I have ground Palo Santo and these sticks, and trust me, I use it sparingly because it's like my favorite thing ever. So I'm like hoarding it. Alright, and that's that, but I do want to show you what I keep underneath. So underneath here, I do store a lot of things. Let me pull some out to show you. I keep a bunch of notes of things that I've tried out, blah blah blah. You can't see that. That's actually supposed to go like in a grimoire or a book of shadows or something, isn't it? But here I am, letting them float around. I kind of keep some backup supplies here in this big old Demonia shoebox. You'll see more Palo Santo and a big thing of lavender. Look how organized and classy I am, right? This is to clean up when I spill essential oils on myself. And yeah, just random supplies, candles, incense, candlesticks, herbs, you know, whatever else. I like some cinnamon. I love that. Oof. Some more cards. I got like colored candles down in there. So yeah, I have a stock. I'm trying not to get like overloaded with things though, so I try to keep it concise. Also under here I have various candle holders, more incense, notes, blah. I did want to show you a few more supplies that I have. I have some enchanted oils. That's my resin I showed you. Some rose petals. I always try to collect these off the ground, like in my yard. Some salt that I use. I use the pink. I think this is the pink Himalayan salt. And this is the sand that I use. I just buy a big old thing of it at Lowe's, but here's a little refill. And then here are some of the smudge sticks that I made. This is another one from Wyoming. It's my other one from this Wyoming pine. And then this is made from our local eastern red cedar tree. And these actually are pretty cool. It kind of, I don't know. It's not really the most fragrant, but it's pretty potent, but also the smell doesn't linger. So if you burn some in your house and you come back in a couple hours later, like it doesn't smell smoky, you know? So I'm trying to use things from my local environment rather than import white sage because it does not grow here. However, I will import Palo Santo all day long because it's my favorite thing. Oh, I forgot to show you this. This is a tool that I keep on hand like when I'm dealing with candle wax or like mixing something up or when I want to poke at my charcoal or something. I don't use my athame for that. I use this little like pocket knife. And that is it. that is it. I feel like I spilled out so much personal information. Well, that is it. I just bore my soul to you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked it. If you have any questions or want to talk further about anything, please don't hesitate to pose the question and we can discuss. Thanks for watching. This may be the only time I get spiritual with y'all. So, have a blessed day.